What's up, you guys? Calvin here, and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm here with...
It's me again. This guy.
And a lot of people are probably going to think, Calvin, why is Ryan in the video? Well, the answer is that Ryan was on the phone at 3 a.m. when all this shit was going down the other day. So I feel like if I forget anything, you'll really know what to say, you know? I think you were aware of this situation.
Yeah.
Also, we just want to do something funny in the video, and you'll see what we mean in a little bit. But we basically filmed this video together a couple months ago when it first happened. But we had to do it over the phone because he wasn't here. And also, like, I feel like I really wanted to wait a little bit to really gather my thoughts and think, is it really worth it? Is it really worth starting drama with not only the transtrender community, but also the beauty community? And I thought, yes.
Also,
It absolutely is.
Also, I'm looking down because I'm trying to get our next video ready, but I'll butt in when I need to.
Yeah. So this all started the other day because I was doing like Instagram questions on my story, and I keep getting people asking me what I think about this Instagrammer is the best way to put it. Not like I mean, I guess they do YouTube, but it's an Instagrammer named Goth Fruits, aka Rin. And trust me, y'all, I would not be making this video right now if they had been, like, civil, I guess. But they were pretty much the opposite of civil in our DM conversation, which I will literally be posting every single screenshot from the DMs, because it just makes Rin look really bad. Basically, a lot of people have been asking me, like, what's your opinion on Goth Fruits? What's your opinion on Rin? And now, the only things that I had seen of Rin, because I don't actually give a fuck about, like, going to look at somebody's, like, page and stuff, is that they put no effort into looking male at all. Like, literally, they like, as far as I'm aware, like, live on their own, like, are an adult and stuff like that. Like,
have a nice boyfriend,
right?
And everything.
A boyfriend who's supportive and stuff like that. Like, it's not a case of like, oh, people in my life don't support me. It's a case of like, oh, I choose to not pass, which is kind of, to me, it's like, what? I thought that Rin was just like a non-binary person who is like, I'll identify as like a feminine non-binary person. But even then, I get a little bit annoyed with that, because like, if you don't have dysphoria, you can't be non-binary, and you also can't be like FTM or binary or, you know, MTF, because like transgender, non-binary, transgender, binary, it's all trans, and in order to be trans in any way, you have to have dysphoria, because why would you go around identifying as a different gender if you have no reason to? You know, like, if it doesn't like resolve some sort of inner conflict with yourself, there's literally just no reason for you to do it. And Rin, very obviously, to me at least, it just appeared that they were calling themselves trans to be special, which I still think. I still feel that way, especially after the DM conversation. But so many people would ask me that, and I literally just put on my story, someone said, what do you think about Goth Fruits? I did not tag them. I didn't like go on a whole rant about it. I literally just said, she's a trender. Or like, she's literally a trender or something. Of course, somebody sent it to Rin, and Rin flipped out. I think they posted at least like 4 or 5 things about me on their story, which is hilarious compared to the one that I posted.
So now Calvin's making a whole YouTube video to make up for it.
Yeah, like,
we just want to show Rin some appreciation.
We really want to show you some appreciation right now, because you literally, Rin just blew it all out of proportion. Like, I could probably go back and find the tweets. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back and find these tweets right now. And they did get me banned on Twitter for a week, which is super fucked. Like, who does that, you know?
I can give you a person who would do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can think of somebody who gets people's fucking YouTube channels deleted and then preaches that nobody's channel should be deleted. Yeah. We know. If you're watching this, we know. I mean, here's one thing where it says that, like, Rin himself, he said he doesn't experience dysphoria, and that's okay. You can be non-binary and not experience dysphoria. And then someone tried to say that Rin has hair dysphoria. I think that's my favorite transtrender dysphoria.
I've heard that one before.
Like, it's one thing to have hair dysphoria when you're like a trans guy who's like in the closet and you're forced to have long hair. But like, hair dysphoria is the easiest dysphoria to alleviate. Like, literally just cut your hair.
Can I say something? Even if you can't cut your hair, I still made that shit work when I had long hair, and my parents
Right,
weren't
or
supportive.
fucking cut your hair off with scissors. Like, I don't understand. Here's Rin saying, I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I am a non-binary male because I feel in between no gender and male, which is why I use they, them, and he, him pronouns. Non-binary male is much easier than saying, I feel 75% male and the rest just nothing today. I'm just gonna finish what I'm saying. So Rin obviously posted like 17 things to their story, and then of course brought my race into it. There was like a post of like Mrs. Puff with like a bottle, and it said like Caucasian away spray, and I'm like,
I promise you, Rin is probably about as colored as I am.
right, I'm like, I have Asian in there, like, I don't really understand why you brought race into it. I don't go around like talking about race, you know what I mean, like, because I look white. Like, I mean,
Yeah, that's the same. I feel that.
I'm
We're
not
white
gonna-
passing.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go around like again. So obviously this is just one of those people who is like gender, race is all things that they use to their advantage to gain oppression points, I guess. I don't know. It's
Also to
one of those people that likes being oppressed.
they like manipulating marginalized groups into following them and
Yeah.
making them feel connected.
I can think of somebody else like that in the trans community.
Suddenly, I can't hear shit.
Suddenly I am deaf. Yeah, Rin. Back to Rin. So, Rin sends their army to hate on me. Like, of course, I didn't do that. I didn't send anyone to hate on Rin. I literally just said my opinion of them, which in and of itself is like, okay, if somebody said that about me, I would probably just DM them and try to have a conversation and be like, hey, like, this is how I feel. Don't call me that. Like, but of course, Rin is immature for a fucking 20-year-old. Wow.
He's
think.
20?
Yeah.
20?
They're
20?
They're 20, I think, yeah. And I'm like, you're the most immature 20-year-old ever. But I go to my DMs with Rin. Good thing I still have literally every single screenshot because I knew I would need them. And I think that the best thing for me and Ryan and I to do right now would be to act it out. I think that we did try to do this over the phone. We're gonna act.
All right, guys. I just want to let y'all know I'm pretty sick, so I sound nasally.
Ryan, do you want to be Rin?
I'll be Rin, yeah.
Okay. You have to do your best.
Trender voice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You sent 150,000 followers while I was minding my own business. Like, why in the world are you so hateful? Just wondering.
I did not send anyone to hate on you. I'll take the story post down if people were sending you hate, but like, listen, being non-binary is whatever, and I'm sorry that I called you she rather than they. But in no way can I understand how or why. I found out that Rin labels themselves as a male, like a non-binary male, which in and of itself is contradictory. Like, if non-binary means
Not binary.
male, not male or not female, I don't know how you can be a non-binary male. Like, you could be a masculine non-binary, like trans-masculine, but Rin is not trans-masculine. You didn't transition to being masculine at all. So I don't really understand like how, okay. But like, listen, being non-binary is whatever, and I'm sorry that I called you she rather than they, but in no way can I understand how or why you would label yourself as a guy when you have not attempted to present yourself as such at all. I respect trans guys doing makeup, I respect trans guys doing feminine things, hell, I do feminine things myself.
When you have 100,000 followers, you should know that your fans will take action even if you mention an @name. I'm sure you've had a platform for a while, so don't be naive about it. Stupid fat
But then
bitch.
Rin literally did the same thing, so I don't really, yeah.
And she boohooed on her story.
Yeah.
They boohooed on their story.
They were like, yeah, it was so bad. I said it really was not my intention.
Okay, then why don't you respect me?
I said because you make no attempt to pass as male whatsoever.
How come you guys do feminine things and I can't? Because you look more masculine than me?
I said because I'm not putting myself in a place to get misgendered. Because I have dysphoria. I do feminine things not to the extent that I wouldn't pass. Same went for me pre-T. And then they sent me this picture of them like
Looking like a K-pop star.
trying to look like a guy, but like just kind of like looking like they had a lot of surgery done.
Yeah, they kind of look like a Ken doll. That's not a bad thing though. We're not dissing that. They're pretty. I tried mask years ago.
I said yeah.
And you know what? It made me unhappy. My femininity made me happy. But I am not a woman.
I am not a woman.
I am not a woman.
Sorry, my transgender voice is like a 60-year-old smoker.
Oh my god. I said, well, it's your life, and you shouldn't pretend to be something you're not. So if being feminine makes you happy, by all means, be the way. But I don't really think how you can. I don't really say you can be a trans male, but not desire to pass as such. Here comes my favorite SJW sentence of all. They always say this.
Non-binary isn't a white, skinny, masked dude with a short haircut. It comes in many forms. I'm feminine.
And I said, well, identifying as non-binary is one thing, but you say you identify as a guy.
Yeah, I'm a non-binary dude, OMG.
Sent the screenshot of my channel and said, you're disgustingly hateful.
You were disgustingly hateful.
I said, not really.
Like, who are you to say someone is a trender?
I hear it enough, trust me.
It's horrid.
I said, it's really not. Being trans isn't just about identifying as something. It never was about that.
Okay then, why aren't you changing yourself for the better if you know you're literally toxic?
I said, it was about people who were oppressed coming together because society couldn't understand that we were experiencing a real mental and physical thing. You really don't get it.
Coming together but tearing down other trans folk? Cool.
I said, do you believe that you have to have dysphoria to be trans?
Oh boy.
Here's another one of my favorite lines.
You do know a lot of trans folk cannot afford to get hormones or go under the knife for surgeries. Are they trenders too?
I said that's fair, and I do understand that, and no, they're not trenders if they have dysphoria and actually attempt to pass if they can. Like, I didn't include that, but, like, basically, like, if somebody doesn't have a supportive family and you can't really attempt to pass,
Right.
like, I get that, but, like, you don't have the, like, funds to transition actually, but you can still attempt to pass, you know what I mean?
Hold up, wait. I'm just gonna say, like, shit like this pisses me off because, like, I did not have an accepting family at all. I probably
Right.
had one of the worst fucking situations I could fucking think of.
Yeah, if you don't know and you're, like, kind of new, it's really bad. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Like-
really something that he talks about
Yeah,
because...
because I'm not trying to earn oppression points 24/7 and
Right.
have people feel sorry for me, but, like, I had the shit beat out of me, like, every day for being trans at home.
Like,
and
it
at
was
school.
online, like, videos, like... of it.
Yeah, dude, it's
So-
like insane, and my family was so fucking unsupportive, so it makes me fucking pissed when I see people just... I don't understand any of it, and maybe that's just me being... I mean, I've tried to be open-minded to it, but I legitimately just do not understand.
My hair's so fucked up right
And
now.
I wish Rin would have, like, actually tried to explain this to you so I could understand, but they just got very standoffish, so we'll get to that.
Me, like, fucking with my hair. Guys, we got haircuts, you all told us to, and we did it, so...
Also, my grandma would not stop texting me. She said, please, Ryan, please get a fucking haircut. And I said, okay, Debbie, this one's for you. What about trans girls that don't want to cut off their penises? Are they trenders too?
I said, unless they have an unsupportive family, but that's different. No. There's plenty of people who don't experience all types of dysphoria. Also, there's a lot of reasons for someone to not want bottom surgery.
There are many people who are not conventionally There are many people who are not conventionally looking trans, but they are still valid ooh-woo. And you are
Ooh-woo.
calling them trenders ooh-woo. They didn't actually say ooh-woo, I just had to say
Literally,
it.
no, they've said it, I think. That's fine, but when you make no attempt to pass and attempting as male to pass as male makes you uncomfortable, how are you trans?
Just because you're cis-passing?
That's another line I love. No, I did it before I was cis-passing. It has nothing to do with me being white or cis-passing.
Because non-binary people are ... trans. LOL, you okay?
I said yes, but only if they experience dysphoria and literally face palm. You can't be binary trans or non-binary trans without dysphoria. And what's the point of using primarily he pronouns if you don't attempt to pass as a he and you don't feel comfortable expressing yourself as a he? I don't get it at all.
So you got beef with me? Jesus. Because I don't look masked and that's literally it? Because that's the most childish thing imaginable. Because those are the pronouns I'm comfortable with?
Oh my
like,
God.
is it so hard?
Imagine these people like screaming in my face, like saying these things.
I don't know what Rin sounds like or anything. I don't know anything. This is just me being stupid. But, and yet you and your minions called me a woman.
I said I don't really have beef with you.
I would never misgender you even now that you literally fucked with me.
Why?
Because I'm humane.
Oh my goodness.
I said I just think you're spreading a false image of trans masculine people, and I'm sorry that's a hard to swallow pill, but I provided you my thoughts and asked you about the dysphoria thing, and yet you have not said anything very logical to me.
A hard pill to swallow is that you have internalized
Transphobia!
I just felt like that was what they were going to say. A hard pill to swallow is that you have internalized issues against non-binary people and their choice to present feminine while going with male pronouns. I feel like Lola off of Big Mouth.
I said I don't. Presenting feminine is different than presenting as female.
Ooh, I can't wait to see Because I'm sure if someone was, oh god, sorry. Because I'm sure if someone was NB feminine with she pronouns, you would keep your mouth shut. Huh.
I said, well, are we saying NB feminine, she, they, AMAB, or AFAB? I said, it doesn't really matter. You still haven't provided me any logical reasoning. I'm very open to discussion. I talk about gender politics and psychology a lot, though. Okay, yeah.
Why are you gatekeeping, though?
It's like they go into their notes and find, like, every SJW term. Like, oh, gatekeeping. Oh,
check.
Oh, cis-passing.
Oh, white.
White. Oh, yep. Oh, not all non-binary people are skinny white dudes with an androgynous haircut.
I just want to know, like, why do they say that? Because no one ever said that. No one ever...
No.
I don't remember that being, like, a fucking thing.
Who made you the gender police?
And I said, you can't gatekeep unless you're a medical professional.
That shit had me rolling. Who texted me? Is it my mom? No. I'm not, because you obviously have melted goop for your brains. Oh, that was a good one, Ren.
Like, it's so dumb.
I just want to know why you felt the need to put me on your story. Of 100K plus watching when I don't even know you, you don't know me, and call me a trender.
I said, I've watched some of your videos.
But just know that whatever you identify as, just be yourself. You don't even have to identify as anything. I still get a lot of like, no, you're a girl, and I'm like, nah, dude, I'm cool. I'm non-binary.
In senior page, and someone asked me my opinion, and I gave it. I don't hate you, and I'm sorry for gendering you as she, but I don't understand why you identify as a he when you don't want to pass day to day as such, and you even said you didn't like presenting that way. I didn't at you or tell anyone to hate on you. When I say pass day to day as such, I meant by strangers, in settings that would give someone with a male-aligned brain somewhere between completely neutral and male social dysphoria.
Oh god, this is a long one. Ren, why gotta give me all this bullshit to read? I can't even read. All I'm saying is you could have kept your mouth shut and your dumb opinion to yourself, because all you did was be hateful, and don't try to victimize. Don't try to victimize.
Don't try to victimize
Don't
yourself.
try to victimize. Shut the fuck
That's
up.
another one they plucked out. Another
Yeah,
SJW
and
term.
say it wasn't your intention. You know damn well people will go look me up and trash a photo of me and my boyfriend. I love Sir Rat. Just because your head decided who I am.
It really was not my intention. I've never in my life told supporters to go and attack someone. Quite frankly, I advocate against it.
But when you pull shit like that, it's what happens. Please don't act naive. You're bigger than me, and why can't you just say numbers?
In numbers? I said, once again, would you like to actually have a conversation, because I'm giving you the opportunity to explain your feelings?
You must know this. No, because clearly you're just another trans cis passing white dude who loves gatekeeping. So, have a nice day. Just wanted to know why you're so rotten.
And I said, I don't understand, like, what is your problem?
My problem, dude.
That you want to actually talk civilly or not?
You misgendered me, invalidated me, called
me out.
which sent your followers to me, had them send disgusting comments on my post like,
Butchered that spelling, but you're making yourself look really bad, but not engaging in a simple discussion. I had nobody send disgusting comments to your post.
because I don't want to discuss with someone who's so close-minded and hateful, like truly a waste of time.
So, but I'm really not close-minded, and it's not a waste of time.
You're literally asking them a question, fuck.
I know.
It really is though, lol.
So, well, explain to me why you identify as male-aligned. You're welcome to call me and actually talk about it.
I don't gotta explain shit to you. Nah, fuck you. Shaking my, I thought I said shaking my head.
Suck my
Cock. Have a nice day.
I'm just saying I'd be open to it.
Also, fuck you.
And I have screenshots of the entire conversation where I've been nothing but civil and open to question.
You think I don't have screenshots too? Try me.
I said, well, we're having the same conversation, so we have the same screenshots.
Jesus.
What I'm saying is that I'm trying to understand, because you seem very adamant that I'm wrong, but facts come over feelings, and you haven't given me anything logical.
Because I'm not gonna discuss logic with someone idiotic, lol.
I said, how am I idiotic? Not only did I take down my original story post, I made a post apologizing for misgendering you. You have made like 10 story posts and acted unbelievably childish in these DMs when I just wanted to have a conversation.
Because I'm not having a convo with someone who called me a trender!
I normally don't like to try and engage in conversation with people who continuously hit me with illogical and irrational points, but here we are. I'm sorry for calling you a trender, but if everything you do... And she said, hello, okay, lol, okay, Mr. Scientist. And I said, okay. Never claimed to be a scientist, just intriguing by gender, I suppose.
Clearly in mine, fucking weird.
I said, I mean, now that we're having a personal conversation, I'm interested to know why you identify as a non-binary man. Like, I have a few questions. If non-binary means non-binary, as known as not a binary gender. How can you be male and non-binary? And what types of dysphoria do you experience?
This is literally none of your business and incredibly invasive. I owe nothing to you. ...
Trans people will talk about their dysphoria all the time. It's not really invasive. I've never met someone who said that, especially maybe pertaining to bottom dysphoria. How do you expect the majority of people to respect and understand your identity if you won't explain how you feel?
Okay, and LMAO, it's still none of your business, especially if all you do is sit around jeweling. Where's the jewel? Pretending you're gender god.
I don't even jewel.
That's me. He bought it because when I came over last time, I had no weed, and I have a very addicted personality, so I needed something to cope.
I don't jewel. I don't understand. Okay. Said I don't jewel. That was my cousin's. I use marijuana for medical purposes. I don't believe I'm gender god, but I'm very educated on the topic, so I'm immature, but you posted out of... That's when they posted, like, some... they posted, like, a screenshot of, like, only part of the conversation.
I remember that.
And it was, like, something that... I don't know. I said, so I'm immature, but you posted an out of context screenshot. You do realize I could post half of these screenshots and make a lot of people very angry with you. So here's all of them, and I hope that a lot of people are very angry. Here's the thing, like, I just want you all to watch this and realize that, like, especially people who support Rin, I hope you can recognize that, like, everything I was saying to them is not rude.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't say anything rude to them. They were fucking rude to me the whole time. Like, I apologize for calling them a trender. Like, I gave them the opportunity to explain why they're not.
Right, if someone called me a trender, I'd be like...
I would just explain why.
I'd say, well,
because I actually have dysphoria. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is basically Rin dancing around the fact that they don't have gender dysphoria. That's literally all it is.
Like, I don't understand them being uncomfortable if you were like, hey, tell me about your cock, but that's not what... Do you think they call it their cock?
Definitely not.
Okay, JK.
But I'm not going to do that because I don't want people to hate on you. And I don't want people to go hate on Rin, but I want you guys to recognize that, like, Rin is childish. Like, extremely. And, like, does not have dysphoria.
You're also basically just defending yourself from what happened.
Yeah, literally, I got a lot of hate.
LMAO, now you want to act angelic and that you never did no wrong? Nah.
I said, it's funny how you call me white and Caucasian and everything, but I'm actually Asian, white passing, but still. I'm not going to sit here and excuse this and that and the other because I know I have white privilege, but in this conversation between you and I have been nothing but open and civil.
Sure, tell yourself that so you sleep better at night. You apologize because you got called out.
Tell myself what?
And didn't expect me to come for you too. I'm blocking you now because clearly you are human garbage.
Said, I don't really care if your followers come to my page.
Stay groovy, XOXO.
And I said, why is there literally any reason to block me? So that's
That was
the extent of the conversation. And all I want to say now that we're done here, now that we're done explaining what occurred, all I want to say to Rin is, Rin, you're childish, you're immature, and you very obviously don't have dysphoria. Like,
if you want to, like, literally explain to us, because, like, I am genuinely curious. The reason why we're so intrigued with gender is because it's something that affects us heavily.
Right,
It's something that
we're
plays
trans.
it plays a really huge part in our life.
Right,
So, like,
we're genuinely actually curious. Like, this is not me trying to be a dick over DM. Like, I genuinely just wanted to know.
And if Calvin, like, is wrong, and if you do legitimately educate him on this, you could possibly turn his mind around.
And you, like, had the opportunity to do so, but you literally
Just
didn't. You literally just decided to be... Because, again, I just still believe Rin doesn't have dysphoria and was dancing around that. And honestly, if you actually don't have dysphoria and you want to say you're trans, like, I pretty much, like, I can't deal with those people.
I have a friend who's friends with Rin. I hope this doesn't affect that friendship, because we both like each other's cats.
He doesn't like me.
Yeah, but we like each other's cats, so... I hope that keeps the bond.
But it's just, like, ridiculous, you know? Like, it's, like, really... Also, another thing that really pissed me off is saying that I was being invasive. Like, Rin went on Twitter and started posting, like, and saying that I was being invasive and asking all these personal questions when, like, the one question I asked is what dysphoria...
Yeah, like, can you explain your dysphoria to me?
That's not a weird thing to ask a trans person. It's weird to walk up to a trans person and be like, do you have a penis? Like, I would never do that. I would never want someone to do it to me. But if somebody just asked me, like, what is dysphoria like for you? Like, what kind of dysphoria do you experience? I would just explain. That's not, like, rude, you know? So, I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. I'm sorry. All the people are going to call me dramatic, but really, I'm just kind of needed to defend myself because a lot of out of context things were posted. And Rin is just childish and immature and had just... literally fuck off. I'm just done with it. Alright, peace.